It's just effortless power. Never seems to be overhitting the ball. It's close enough to the middle. It's got all the power in the world. Because he's such an imposing figure, because you know that if you drop half short, it can be so destructive off the back foot. As a bowler, you think, I have to get it up there. I can't afford to let him play off the back foot. And that's the price you pay right there.
Just a little nudge to keep the strike. 13 off, it's 97 without loss.
Rohan and Broker.
उसने मेरी मुस्कान से ज्यादा मेरी खामोशी को समझा। उसने मेरी मोहब्बत से पहले मेरी सेल्फ रिस्पेक्ट को चुना। लोग सही कहते हैं, behind every successful woman there is an understanding man.
It's intact means that Australia must utilise that advantage and ensure that they keep the pressure on, score as quickly as they can, continue to up that boundary count. It keeps pressure on the bowlers, on the opposition skipper, and it also says they're using their resources.
Exactly right, Tommy. They've gone in with the extra batter today. Cooper Connolly, the left-hander. So I'll be interested to see if Cooper Connolly does have the pads on in there to continue this left and right-hand combination should Travis Head get out, to be able to not just allow the Sri Lankan spinners to settle.
It's in the gap, and it goes long as well, all the way for 6. Got his groove back. 100's come up as well. What a start from Marsh and Head.
That's just in the slot, particularly from around the wicket. There's not a huge amount of revs on that delivery. He's just trying to place it there because he's under so much pressure. Yeah, welcome back, partner.
Fifth time that an Australian opening pair have put on 100. Fielder takes the catch. Colin Mendes. Deshaun Hemanta with the breakthrough that was desperately needed. Something to smile about in the crowd.
He got it wide enough to Travis Head, just so that he couldn't launch it over the leg side. Little bobble, but safe enough. Yeah, you can see how pumped up they are now, how important that wicket of Travis Head was. Try and get some momentum back. We know how destructive he is at the top, and he's been that today. He goes for 56. Australia lose their first. It's 104 for 1.
Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
This is called liberation.
The city needs me. I need you to get me back in the game.
Remember where you parked?
Likewise, it takes a little time to get back in the swing of things.
104 for 1. Said fifth time that an Australian opening pair has put on 100 in T20 World Cups. Prolific up at the top. You and Warner did all right, didn't you? Green in. And a dot.
Yeah, it's a fine line to Travis Head. You know that you have to get it wide, particularly as a leg spinner. Don't allow him to swing over long on. Bounce back well.
Listen to the appeal of the crowd. They need wickets. wickets, many of them, to slow this down.
That's what wickets do. Smart replay. This happens very quick. Yeah, that foot stays down. Beautiful bit of wicket keeping, beautiful bit of bowling from Hemanta too. Like I said, just the ability to get a wicket and a new batter at the crease. He has to start against spin. But again, another Australian top order player that you say, if there's one way that we can restrict him and get him out early, we're thinking leg spin. But the fact that that ball is spun big is a good sign for Sri Lanka.
Who keeps right? 105 for one.
यार मार्केट कैसा ऊपर नीचे होता है, याद रख करियर इन्वेस्टमेंट और लाइफ में ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है यार, वो तो है। बस भाई डटे रहे, अभी तो अपने सपने पूरे कर सकता है। सही है, लाइफ और म्यूचुअल फंड्स में लॉन्ग टर्म सोचना सही है, सही है। हाँ,
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
A lot of right-handers in that order. Cooper Connolly scheduled to come at number 8. That's why I said, Pommy, I wouldn't have been surprised if I saw him walking at 3 to continue the left and right hand, to continue to try and put maximum pressure. Because in the situation of the game right now, you say, will Australia get much value out of a batter at number 8? Or can you have a shot to nothing after the dismissal of Travis Head? Who played wonderfully well in a partnership of 104 with Mitchell Marsh at the top of the order. There's an opportunity for Sri Lanka now. Get Mitchell Marsh and get 2 new batters to the crease.
Yeah, said before, got to go back to that toss and the decision that you're going to bowl first. Here, where it doesn't necessarily matter, I think you got to think of the best way you're going to apply pressure to your opposition. That was to get started, just flick off the pad all the way for 6. And then no tentativeness in the destructive nature he went about things. Back to form, you'd say, or an innings that suggests that. And all at the right time, Australia need a couple of points here. I do wonder, as it was flying around 70 off the first 6, if he was having kind of second thoughts about having decided, not that he could take it back. Dasun Shanaka.
As a skipper, you always start to question your decisions when the ball's flying around the park. But there's nothing you can do, Bobby. And that's why I was disappointed in the body language of Tikshana. He had his head in his hands. Yes, it was going around the park, but you expect that at times in T20.
Tried to get at Bilal again and was nowhere near because he came too early. A shake of the head. Joy unspeakable in the crowd here at Pallekele.
This is beautiful bowling. It's very, very smart. He's been wide and defensive. Just trying to concede ones, but Cameron Green, he goes too early. He's too far away from it. Simple stumping. Kusal Mendes. Olalagi, he gets Cameron Green. Australia lose 2 in a hurry. 110 for 2 after 10.
For the key to our survival, you must quest to the Sea of Monsters.
It's really happening.
Welcome, leader of Earth.
Huh?
Prepare to be conquered.
Sometimes you gotta fake it
I got this.
until you make it.
Stand your ground.
You're puny.
I could say the same about you.
Disney and Pixar's Elliot.
2 after 10. The start that Australia wanted. Got it. There were any nerves coming into this game that disappeared. Sean Hemanta. That's his 50. Skips away for 4. Mitch Marsh, 53 off 25. Power and punchy performance. Strike rate of 212, and as you said, right at the top, there's been such a significant man missing, and that is that Marsh. He's just looked like these meaty blows that have been coming both sides of the wicket. He's timed it ever so nicely since the time he walked out. 110. The 2 after 10 is the second highest score in the first 10 overs in this tournament. India made 120 against Namibia. Well, Sri Lanka did get hit hard with Matisha Patirana hobbling off. Just exposed the bowlers. He is their go-to man without Hasaranga. Yeah, it's been a real struggle streak for Green so far in this tournament. It's been offering very little at 3. Lord Aaron Finch made a really good point. It would have been lovely to see a left-hand action of Cooper Conley up the top just to break the left and right-hand combination. The only way that Sri Lanka can come back into this match now is just to continue an avalanche of wickets. Yeah, no doubt about it. But even before Patirana hobbled off, Australia had shown their intent. They were off to a fly. The first over went for 16. Deekshana was taken apart. Just became easier when Patirana went off. Shalaka had to bowl, and the shoulders did drop down. And the other thing, Russ, is that inside an Australian dressing room, the very first thing that you have to problem solve is it going to spin? And I don't reckon the team really... Loud call! They are pleading, they're begging the Sri Lankans. Nothing from the umpire. Take a chance here, you reckon? Take a chance, ask for the review, and they do.
We have a player review for LBW. Donford decision is not out. Safir Leafy looking at the split screen. Yeah, clearly ball hit the pad first. Can I go straight to ball tracking when ready, please?
Hear the crowd. Mitch Marsh back to the pavilion. How did they miss that? They had to review it. They've got the man. Mitchell Marsh got for 54, 116 for 3.
इन लड़कियों के लिए प्रोफेशनल एकेडमी कैसे शुरू करें?
सबसे पहले एकेडमी का ट्रस्ट के तौर पर रजिस्टर करिए। इससे आप ग्रांट्स के लिए एलिजिबल हो जाओगे। ग्रांट्स के लिए इक्विपमेंट और डेली ऑपरेशंस का प्रपोजल देना होगा। मैं ग्रांट प्रपोजल और ट्रस्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन चेकलिस्ट बना दूं।
Josh Inglis is in at 5. Now Sri Lanka have got a breather. They've got a little bit of a sniff here because 2 new batters. You can't ask for anything better. Oh, another one! Missed it!
फोन पे पर 40 रुपए मिले।
The shot Hemanta, but Mendes. What a beautiful piece of flight and guile here. He's Got hammered in his first over and he's just come back really strongly. Look at this. Has the courage to throw it up. And yes, it does turn. That's confirmation. Does Inglis like an absolute dinner. Oh. Believe that, Russ.
7 runs. Could have been 2 wickets in that over and the game would have changed on its head. 117 for 3.
Got to say, when a
Welcome to Jurassic World. We have a new attraction.
Probably not a good idea.
Dinosaur.
65 million years ago.
You can't wait to tell Mom. You cannot tell your mother about that ever.
Even if you bat badly, you should end up in 175, 180 from here. That is quite a decent score on this pitch. And for Australia, Willard again. What a big miss. Salmin is generally very, very good behind the stumps.
Yeah, firstly, the wicket. Let's have a look at this. Bison, as he's known in Australia, is pitched on the crease. Big moment. I think that's just such a massive moment in this game. Of course, Australia have got all these power hitters, but it's also about how they can now try and find a way to keep the strike rotating along, not just going for 4s and 6s like we've seen thus far.
Slip in place. I like this from Shanaka. Shanaka got hunt. And you never know, the big hitters going after the bowling will give you a chance. Sometimes 2 batters go out there and play brilliantly. It's misleading to the dressing room. That's the opportunity. Mendes just forgot to collect the ball. And you come out there and you find a little bit of nibble on the pitch and you end up making poor decisions.
It's almost like he just got completely ahead of himself there. He had it in his head before he actually completed the catch. It doesn't matter whether you've got the gloves on or in fact in the field as well. Just got to get that ball in your hand. Make sure that you secure the play before you then go to the next play.
Just a bit of calm at the moment from Sri Lanka's point of view. 3 wickets they picked up for 18 runs. Velalage bowled beautifully. Cameron Green not giving him the pace. He was new at the wicket, so getting used to the pace of the wicket was a challenge. Sees him calm and goes wide.
I've thought for some time now with Cameron Green, I saw this through the summer as well. He had patches where he was absolutely brilliant. And then it was almost like the premeditation stage of his game takes over his thinking. And he's really telegraphed that as well. Telegraphed the movement to a spinner, which is something that, of course, you're in a race against time. But you still have to take just that moment to see the ball clearly out of the hand and then get to it.
The challenge of keeping up to the batters who were going so well before them. Oh, edge, no slip. That's running away. He brought the slip in, but just the 1 ball. 127 for 3 after 12.
कितने मिली? ये 25 लाख मिली.
आया वाया सब फॉर्म आया. 25 रुपए में उबर बाइक बेस्ट है भैया.
You've worked really hard. You need a vacation. Strictly family time.
Vacation.
stay.
In Chennai at 11 a.m. New Zealand against Canada. We're back here in Kandy at 3 p.m. Ireland taking on Zimbabwe. The Group B game, just like here, Zimbabwe. Opportunity to qualify tomorrow, and then Scotland and Nepal. They play the 7 o'clock game in Mumbai. There's some dew today. We haven't seen much around Sri Lanka though. Look at the wheels of the buggy cam. Coming to Mendes, closes that up. Oh, good fielding. Pawan Ratnayaka. Sri Lanka need to lift.
What a brilliant piece of fielding this is from Ratnayaka. Look at this. It's the speed that's been clocked through the offside. Have a look at the effort, the extension. Brilliant.
Coming to Mendes. Sri Lanka searching for that extra bowler. Remember, Atish Pathiran after bowling 4 balls, hobbled off with a hamstring injury. Can bowl with either arm. Coming to Mendes.
I'll tell you what, this is a big factor here. We just showed you guys that there is dew, and that's enormous. They did spray, I'm led to believe the grounds was sprayed with dew, but you can probably guarantee an extra 10 or 15 runs that Australia are going to need to do to stay safe.
That's in the air. Wait. Takes it. Takes the catch, and Tim David walks back.
Back in business, Sri Lanka. For a long time there, the office was closed and it was all 4s and 6s. In fact, it was raining 6s and 4s. But the might of muscle that Tim David is couldn't power this over, and it's a good tidy catch as well. Well, the energy and passion is back in town here for Sri Lanka. The dangerous David goes for 6, and it's 130 for 4.
Hello, everyone.
100% have to own this.
Great stomping is my cardio.
This is hot summer adventure style. He's never texted me asking to see the kids.
I'm hearing different stories.
Divorce brings out the worst in everybody. Someone tried to set me up with Mo in Aspen.
Is anybody left in Beverly Hills that Mo hasn't tried to get with? He hasn't tried to get with me. Let's just make that clear.
145 runs on this ground in 65 balls he opened on that occasion. Well, Australia, they've lost 4 wickets in a hurry, 4 for 26. Think about that missed stumping. That would have been a little bit of a bother, Australia, throwing away that start.
David is known for his maximum strikes. He does have plenty to his name.
Good over. A part-timer coming to make his wicket for 4 runs, 131 for 4. 104 runs.
Hollywood wants to make a movie of our podcast.
We have a fabulous cast.
Eva Longoria.
Are you the little boy from Home Alone? What have they done to you?
He needs focus.
We can help you now. Actors are investigators. We'll take it from here.
You think you got this?
We're not children. Can you open this next bag? My assistant's not here.
Run rate still above 10. What's the approach here, Dawson? Make sure you get close to that 200 or you still keep going.
You're asking an old fella. I would want to see something now, just 7s, maybe 8s, just through this and into the next phase, which is the acceleration phase. You cannot afford to keep losing wickets, that's for sure. That's a little bit counterproductive. And in particular, I think it's about checking your hands. When you look slowly at that replay, Tim David's hands were drifting to the onside. Now, on a sluggish wicket, when you look back at Head and Marsh, they were much straighter and in line with the ball. Their hands were going straight through the ball. Only when someone like, for example, Travis Head started to twist the bat in his hands that he didn't get the distance that he needed. Otherwise, it's been wonderful control.
Field 4 with Lal again. 1 for 30 so far. He's bowling his last over. Hemanta has one more. But of course, the two openers, they have the power play. They get the opportunity to play themselves in and chip the infield. And once there's some runs behind you, go calm, just settle, rather than trying to force yourself through the middle, especially in slower conditions. I wouldn't mind they're still about the 15th over. There we go again. Make sure roll up to maybe 140, 145. Then you set yourself up for 10, 12 and over from there.
Yeah, you still have to follow the rules. There's the projections. And we'll also shortly give you the stages that we're talking about as well. That first 6, that was magnificent, right? That's complete control inside that power play. But now it's a different game. 2 new batters in, ball starting to hold a little bit. You have to take stock here at the space so that you don't have bowlers going into those final 5, trying to strike it at 150 strike rates above. Be happy with maybe 195 as a total. That'd be fantastic this evening.
I think 170 will be a good score to put on the board, but Australia looking at a lot more. Ready to Sri Lanka, they're fighting back. They're hanging in there, 136 for 4. Let's have a drink, Ledos. Let's all have a drink. Hard hitting, Pandya. Yorker.
Tonight, the LAPD apprehended Barry Berkman. Why are you bringing up Buddy? Buddy doesn't care about you. He betrayed me. I showed him how I really felt. He was obsessed with us. He treated us like superstars. We're boss victims here.
World Cup.
ICC Men's T20 World Cup every day at 6 p.m.
When you look at talking of things to come, you look at the bowling unit here. With Patarana gone now, what it does is puts enormous pressure on Chamira and also the captain, Chanaka. They're going to have to get a couple of overs at least out of those, and that's where the Aussies, if they actually continue to just play sensible cricket, can really cash in.
Well, Sri Lanka need a magic moment, but let's take our thoughts back to 2010. Bridgetown, Cameron White hitting the ball around.
That's a terrific shot. Down the track,
168 for 5. Cameron White, 85. Look at the difference it's made in Sri Lanka. Just the 87. A big win for the Australians. The accelerate phase. 136 for 4 is a very good position to be in. Just a little nervy from Australia's point of view because you lost some wickets. 2 new batters in, trying to play themselves in. Aminu Mendes. He wants to, Maxwell.
It's just way too fast. We saw Australia really push the envelope at Premadasa Stadium in there, 182. They got 22 twos, but this evening, because the boundary's so quick, you can tell it's like ice. It's how fast it is. Look at it race across the turf.
192 at this rate. Lankan batters will have to get their minds around. It's going to be a big chase. Nevertheless, you want to try and control these runs as much as possible. Sri Lanka bowlers, towards the end, Chamiro has 3 overs. Oh, down the ground. That's flat and hard.
It's a wonderful strike from Maxwell. I sort of sense that he's been trying to line something up. His first 7 deliveries. He's been good though. He's given himself a chance. I love that. When Glenn Maxwell plays his best T20 cricket, he just doesn't try and play innovation too early.
Goes again. 1 bounce for 4.
Look at this. Take a look at his wrists here. Just works them overtime. Works them straight into the gap and then finishes as well with that great release of the bat.
The ball's flying off the bat. When there's control in the shot. Whenever the bat has looked to slog it somewhere or use total power, they miss it. Good running. Good running. They wanted to all the while.
Excellent cricket, Russ. Excellent stuff here from Maxwell. This is why he's picked in this team, for his experience.
150 on the board, 70 for no loss in the launch phase. Consolidation phase, Sri Lanka able to pick up 4 and hence improve the run rate back once again. So that's a good return though to Australia. Who else can Shanaka go to finish those overs at the death? The final phase, it's a problem. Coming the Mendes does well, he goes after it himself. 15 off that. 151 for
4. People think that because I have the voice of an 11-year-old girl, that my life couldn't be sexy and action-packed. But they're wrong. I have seen some pretty crazy stuff. I'm kind of a female Jason Bourne. And when I'm not saving lives, I'm breaking hearts. And like any hero, I have a nemesis. So all in all, you could say that I'm kind of...
You telling him that it's like a Bourne movie? It's not like a Bourne movie.
You ruin everything.
Wickets there in the middle, and it meant that things would slow down a little bit. Not so sure it mitigates though for what happened right up at the front. So much work done, so much damage done by Australia early on that all of the rest has been about Sri Lanka trying to get back into the game. 5 overs to go here, and there your predicted scores. Australia, if they can keep a couple of batters in there who get in somewhat, and these 2 12 balls and 10 balls can certainly be destructive at the back end. Looking forward to this.
That was a phenomenal effort by the openers, Mommy. Got off to a flyer of a start. There go the wickets. Travis Head trying to go over, long off. Green was too stiff. Marsh, what a dead duck. Tim David tries to go over, long off. Couldn't get hold of it. Couldn't get the elevation he needed. Dear me, how costly this would be. No feet movement.
right through his hands.
It'll just be a single, goes straight to the fielder. He's got 500 runs in Sri Lanka in T20 internationals now. Lynn Maxwell. That's the catch going down. The reactions will tell you everything. Needed that. Desperately.
Sri Lankan spinners have done really well to pull it back from the 10 to the 15, but Sri Lanka needs to feel well and finish off really well.
Oh yes. What dexterity. How nimble. Inglis.
Last moment. Gets the sweep out, connects it well. Both these batters have been given a life each, Bobby. Wonder how costly it's going to be.
He opposed the toss, I think, at the moment, and what a partnership that was between Mitchell Marsh and Travis Head. And then you think of the injury to Patirana, big moment that. Then the missed stopping. Then after that is the latest one that goes down. There's what I'm talking about right there. And then this one goes straight up in the air. Needed to get the hands higher, needed to get up himself and stand up to give himself the opportunity should he sort of not quite pouch it. So that it had further to go towards the ground. The one that got away. Nicely done for one. 9 off the over, 160 for 4.
Bro, Bhavan.
5 minutes में भाई को go free यार rapido.
Stand over there and film me. No, wrong way, mate. Spin that round. My dad and I are going on a road trip back into our past.
They've been engrossed, attuned to all the action and, well, the allegiance. You don't have to guess that. Wild scenes whenever they've managed to sort of come back into the game. 10 and over this one. And the end here, last 4 overs, particularly important. What can he do with his final one, Hemanta? What a catch! Outstanding!
What a catch! That's an unbelievable catch. Nesaka dropped one off the last over. Takes a blinder. Fair catch. We have a part review for fair catch. It's a fair delivery. And the screen now. Catch is taken cleanly. Roll forward. Need to check his movement. The fingers are under the ball. And we have control of the movement as well. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
OUT is the confirmation that this crowd requires to continue celebrating. What a catch! catch that is. Maxwell gone for 22. Australia 160 for 5.
It's the 7-year anniversary of the departure. And something incredible is going to happen. This is real.
I want to be a part of it. I think I'm going crazy.
I am trying to save you.
And let go.
Marcus Stoinis, the rig, big strong fella, whacks it. And this is that time, looking to try and capitalize on this base that they've set up, all built on the power play. Sri Lanka trying to fight back here, and Hemanta, what a wicket, killed by his mate, Patum Nisanka.
What a brilliant catch that was. Absolute beauty. Anticipated it.
Shot. That's really well played. Opens the face of the blade. Such a good manipulator of the ball, Inglis. And away it goes for 4 more. All precious runs these.
Yeah, English is so good off the spinners. Just get underneath the ball.
Hari Machan, that's what he says. You'll hear a lot of that here.
We need a lot more of that.
Nicely played. Lots of work to do on the fence. Every run past 160, I reckon, is particularly precious because that's kind of the number.
You got the catch again. What a beauty. He's loving it.
Best figures for Dejan Hemanta in T20 internationals. Keeps Sri Lanka in the fight. 168 for 5.
Simon Williams auditioned for one man.
It's impossible for superpowered individuals to perform in major motion pictures.
Working in a film called Knowledge to Save Marvel Television's Wonder Man.
I need you to put together a task force. It's not a great. No, I don't have any choice. Find this crew before turf war escalates.
Australia 168 for 5 after 17. How much will they get? Dushmantha and Mahesh Theekshana will be looking to close out for Sri Lanka.
Round the wicket. Yeah, lovely. Pace off. He'll look to try and exploit the fact that third's up in the circle. And fine leg as well. Plays those sweeps and reverses. Looking for a lap there, but no pace at all. And tough to work with that angle.
Yeah, Australia's got a really nice platform to work with now. Anything above 170 for me on this track? Really difficult. Sri Lanka will be hoping to chase someone around 180 at max.
Shot. That's really well played. Powerfully struck. And it's straight down the ground for 4.
What a shot. A slow ball once again. goes through with the shot. Presenting the full face of the bat. What a brilliant shot that was.
It's as if they know in the crowd that they're in dangerous territory here. 170s. And they'll keep at it, throwing the bat at the ball. The fielding needs to be crisp, needs to be good. They need to ensure that they keep fighting every single run. Yeah, look at the inning story, and it's about that power play. 70 without loss gives them such a head start, and then Sri Lanka roar back. Yes, the rate is 8.25, but they take 4 wickets, and so it slows things down. And if they can keep one over, the Black Caps New Zealand will take on Canada. There's a look. All games come thick and fast. That one in Chennai, Ireland, and Zimbabwe right here in Kandy, and then Scotland and Nepal in Mumbai. Very considered. Make a decision and commit. Well bowled. Keeper wants. Shoulders backward point. And Inglis, having got a life unknown, contributes 27, but is removed here by Chamira.
I'll tell you what, English wasn't expecting that. It was a fantastic, well-directed bouncer. He's gone for a 27. Australia 174 for 6.
Hello, I'm Tucker. What's your name? Mufasa. I always wanted a brother.
2 lions don't make a pride. We need to find others who can help us.
Oh, guys, that's Zazu. Don't eat him.
Another misfit stray we're not supposed to eat. We must fight together. Mufasa, it is your time. Mufasa, the Lion King.
Then a couple of partnerships. 160 for 5, 174 for 6. Here's Cooper Connolly. And look at the wicket, and it's fraught with risk. This delivery, with fine leg up in the circle and third also up in the circle. So we had to get it absolutely spot on. Committed fully to it, and it was just above the right shoulder. And quick catch taken, job done. Dushmantha Chamira. And back to the pace-off. 7 and a wicket, 175 for 6.
That's all those rumors.
Maybe something last night that happened to you was better.
90210 Housewives are back.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be
When I saw him kissing that other woman, I don't know him.
a Tinseltown
Oh my God, am I overdressed?
showdown.
I can still go to the dark side. Don't get it twisted. I'm not looking for trouble, but if she goes there, I will meet her there.
नूर अली क्या हो गया भैया कैसे फैन जो मामला डिजीज हो गया यूट्यूब का फायदा ही क्या हो रहा है फायदा ही क्या हो रहा है और तुम्हारा सब राम नहीं पता है मैं इस टैग न्यू चैनल बनाता हूँ एक और अच्छा से इस पे वीडियो अपलोड करता हूँ बट खास नहीं आ रहा मेरा इसको कुछ अलग तरीके से ट्रेंड बनाता हूँ
फोन पे पर एक ₹100 मिले।
बाल भूल गया। बस नूरनी बुलाया ना खाना तो मेरा क्या ना दियो अब तुझे तो खाना बनाया मेरे लिए राम 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 बेटा राम से अब इसको लगे बनना ऐसे ले जा बाल लगा के तुझे पूरी अबे धो ले उसे खाना ले गया ना आया नहीं खाने को तो चारों को चारों मेरा चारों को हमारा हाँ लिया पे यहीं लिया घर चूते क्या हो गया तुम घर चलो वहीं गया तो क्या वहीं खाली साथ में साथ में बैठे सही खाने की तो साथ में बैठे करे बोला बनवाता रहना चलो साथ में बैठे टेबल पे खा जाता ना जो कोई तुम्हारे जैसा जिन्हें वीडियो बनाई बनी बहुत तगड़ी जगह पे है ना खाना देख कितना है खाना कहाँ है इसमें ड्राई फ्रूट खाना देख के साथ फ्रूट भी कम है ड्राई फ्रूट ही सोनू दिया लगा बहुत तगड़ा खेल लिया बहुत तगड़ा गेम खेल रहा है भाई यू देखो कौजू बोलो भी ऐसे लग रहा था रमजान की आ रही है तैयारी आ रही है रमजान से चले हो तुम तेल का ट्री लेकर ऊपर में बैग रख के जाओ तो बुला ले जा हैं बुला के ला छोड़ दो फिर बाद में प्रदान करेगा अरे वो कराने का मन है लास्ट तक पीछे कराने का मन है हां वो बाप नहीं देना उसका एक बार बोल देना तुम चाहिए तेरे को बजा देते अरे मेरा घर नहीं होता तो वो नया दुकान तो देवा काम तो आगे चलते हैं कहाँ यार बैठ जाएंगे और खाना लेकर आओ ले अभी चल जाइए बस 2 मिनट के बाद अरे बस से बस क्या अच्छा ये बच्चा है तो मैं कर ही रहा एक चीज करके कर दिया वो तो मैं कर ही रहा था बना ही रहा था आज तो बनता ही है आधा गिलास तो आया मेरे लिए साथ में घंटा एक्स्ट्रा एक तो घुमाया हैं एक किलो बनवा खुला करने का टाइम आ गया क्यों है क्यों लेके जाएगा दूध लेके जाएंगे दूध 1 किलो बनवाएगा अरे बहुत है 2 किलो यार तो ठीक है इसमें मेरी हो जाऊंगा सर क्या हो गया चलो तुम मेरे साथ कहाँ चलो तेरे साथ में कमरे पे क्या ये ले साल का यहाँ रखा मेरा ये तेरे भी मैं उधर कह रहा है वाले साथ बैठे से खा लेंगे तुम मेरे साथ खाइए मेरे साथ खा ये जिस टाइम में खाता उस टाइम खाना पड़ा फिर यहाँ से साथ दुकान लगा के ये पता ना किस टाइम खाता हूँ रात के 12 बजे जाते हैं काम होने लगा टूटने वाली इसकी कल करा ले कल सर बजू दे दिए तार जोड़ने पीछे कर गए ध्यान रखना तो इसका यार वो बनाते स्टेट है तो गाड़ी थी वो ट्रांजैक्शन डाल दीवार में तो गले में क्या हो गया गले में ये मूर्ति है ना ये तो अच्छा मुझे नहीं पता इसके बारे में मुझे पता है ना सर इसका भी लगाता हूँ वहाँ रखवा इस साइड नहीं खड़ा सवाल मार साहब कौन से हो गया खत्म शाहरुख भैया शाहरुख अमीर भैया कौन और डालूंगा तुम्हारी मशीन में बोला चलो जल्दी कर लो फोटो कड़ी गया ओके लास्ट में क्या अभी ये कड़ी सेंटर में मैं चला गया हेलो हेलो भैया कल ही करूँगा जो भी ठीक है हाँ हाँ कल ही करूँगा कल ठीक है भाग रहे हो आ गया बहुत तेज भाग रहे हो आना पड़ेगा लगा दिया कर रहा हूँ यार सच में सीरियस हो गए टेबल भी तो एकदम से झुक जा रहा है पता नहीं यार स्पेशल बनना है मैंने यार मेरी चाबी पाने करने का हो गया अभी लगते से दिमाग जल्दी बात हाँ ये तो सुबह ही लगा हाँ तो राजा भैया कुछ बताना चाहेंगे इसके बारे में आप स्लो में कर दे जीरो से उठा मीडियम आधा नंबर हाँ एकदम लीजिए तो आ गया जीरो चाहिए तो कैसे आधा नंबर चाहिए आधा नंबर आधा कर दे एक कर दे अरे जीरो भी कर देगा ना कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता ऐसे क्या सही करोगे सही बात है तेल बहुत रहा जो तेरे पास तेरी मशीन है तुमने ये चूज क्यों क्यों चाहिए गाने के टाइम पे खराब कर दी अपनी टूट गया मैं कह रहा हूँ मैंने कहा टूटेगा एक मशीन लेके जाऊँ एक मशीन लेके जाऊँ कल कहाँ के लिए ठीक करा लेंगे नहीं घर को करा लेंगे घर मेरे वाली दूसरी वाली हाँ ये वाली गाड़ी में भैया क्या हो गया? कैसे ही कटिंग करनी है ना? बताओ। तो बात की अरे बाप से तो बोलियो कोई तो बाप नहीं वो बाप है हाँ तो बोली सर भी इधर भी लगा दें डॉक्टर अरे सुबह लोग वाली यार हाँ सुबह याद रहेगी देखिए याद आ गया तो ठीक है नहीं तो नहीं है हमारे पास कहाँ नहीं आ जाएगी फोन करने की देरी है आएगा भैया परसों सुबह याद लगेगा तो हाथ से करा काम दांतों से काट लेनी होगी दांतों से काटना ही पड़ेगा यहाँ काट के दिखा थोड़ा सा मुझे नहीं इनसे काम नहीं कर सकता मैं कौन से बच्चे से काम नहीं कर सकते हैं बताओ नहीं कर सकता मुझसे इसलिए करूँगा काम करने तेरे बच्चा नहीं दिया सबसे काम कर सकते हैं मेरा अकाउंट बंद कराया कल में तुम्हारा भी बंद कराऊंगा वो डाल के वो खतरनाक वीडियो तो भैया यूट्यूब बोल के दे रहा भैया कैसे चैनल खुला नकला यूट्यूब को खोल के दे मंगा लिया भूल है खाना मंगा लिया अबे जीमेल आईडी तो डिलीट नहीं होगी ना वो डिलीट नहीं होगी उसमें रहेगी तेरी दूसरी बनानी पड़ेगी इसके ऊपर ही हैं दोनों चला सकता है दूसरी बना लो आज बनेगी तो पता नहीं चला बड़े मैंने दो बना तो रखी है अपनी अबे अपना आप को पढ़ा लिखा गया करे तू अबे नहीं बना रखी जीमेल आईडी माने बना रखी वो इन्होंने दो बना रखी है अबे प्ले स्टोर की बनी है जीमेल आईडी बना ले एक और काम दी जीमेल आईडी बता ना तू बस तो ये बता जीमेल आईडी बनेगी वो पे जाके प्ले स्टोर पे प्ले स्टोर पर बात करता आज से 15 साल पहले एंड्रॉइड फोन चलाया तूने क्या हो गया चलाना तुझे आज तक नहीं आता समझ में आया ईमेल आईडी का एंड्रॉइड फोन दबा कुछ भी नहीं चलता हां बना ले तो मैं मगर नहीं बनाता हूं पता नहीं नहीं तो बना ले नहीं सीरियस है वो पता नहीं चला ना कहां से बनानी है इसमें ये तो पता नहीं चल रहा इसमें रीसेट मार दे हां रीसेट मार दे नहीं हां जाना कहां है वही तो पता नहीं चल रहा बस भाई उस पे लिखा तो आ रहा है ऑप्शन नहीं दे रहा ईमेल